Happy New Year, traders. Today I was taking my first trades in 2026. Oil sell. Take the oil sell here. But let's first start with gold. Gold all the way. Here I could stop out. So the previous video, end of the video, I was talking about this place here. The price was, I think price was somewhere there in that time. And the reason why I was talking about was because we are creating, we have left, head, and then in here we have the right, what is already a bullish pattern. At the same time, when you see the sellers are stepping in here, so we are all the way down here, pretty much close to the TP, and then very impulsive movement upsides. Retest, price was going sharply back up, back to the highs, pullback, and then we are building a W pattern with a nice close above, retest, and the first behavior, we break the structure. And now price was going back in the same place with the same memory, and price was creating super nice W, clean one. So here very strong W, and here very strong W. So very bullish pattern upsides, and then the right shoulder is it's super strong here, super solid. Then stop out. So the next behavior is inside this area. You can see how the price get its impulsive candlestick there, and then price is going all the way here. If you see, so here we have the W, and this one is the memory of this. But now you can see all this price action goes all the way down here. Where was the last W? Bullish memories, bullish information. But now if you zoom out a little bit, what we have here, left, head, right, and what is this one here? Left, head, and right. It's again, it's the same memory of the big one. So this is the big picture, and this is the small picture. Same what is here. So those two here it's showing to us it's a very strong shoulder. And the reason why the price was going back down here is very simple, because it is a manipulation. And the manipulation starts in exactly the same moment when we have this one here. So this manipulation was kicking in, and in that time the opportunity what that manipulation have, the extreme opportunities, is this one here and this one here. So the meaning is the price even that moment can go even here and then do exactly the same movement back up. Or we can have very impulsive movements, maybe even something here, and then do exactly the same thing. But those are extremes. So in that moment, price was doing that and showing us the previous pattern. So very good movements for the scalpers, definitely very good for the scalpers. So if you're scalping, then you already will saying this is what you, this one is the right, and then you read this as the breaking structure. But I was just taking the whole picture together. And the manipulation, when we zoom in more, you can see here by the market structure, break the structure, retest, break the structure, retest, break the structure, retest, and now price is breaking the structure. So the moment when this price action was going to do a retest, you can see the price was actually closing under of even previous structure. So it's a very impulsive, and it's out of nowhere, because you can see after, so all this here since that moment is the manipulation. So we start here with the breaking structure and retest. So now if we're going all the way here, what is the behavior here? Breaking the structure and retest, and then price is going. So this here was the original movement. So all this supposed to be here without manipulation, and doing exactly the same what we did today, have a retest and go. What was happened today here? So the price is breaking the structure and then retest, exactly the same place. And here today, so this price action here is very interesting too, because there is a one strong possibility. There is a one very strong possibility in my mind, and again it's going back to the memory. So what was happened here? Same place, just different time, but same memory. So here was exactly the same thing. We have this big picture memory, head and shoulders pattern. So here today, so there is already your first indicate the information what you have in the moment. This can be a potential left shoulder, but at the same time the price is pulling back to do a retest, and in that moment we already know we are respecting this area. So this zone to this zone is already pushing higher. Soon as when the price action is inside this area, all attention is to go higher, all the memories is to go higher. So there is probabilities building up strongly, and now you have this retest and you have very strong impulsive. So any trades inside this area for a nice scalp to go back to the highs. It's all there. And this probability, why it's more, because that's what your memory is too in your mind, because the last information what you know is the same information what was here, and it was head and shoulders pattern. Then we have even bigger head and shoulder pattern inside here. So when this one is already showing bits of that probability, your mind is already there, because that was your last thinking too about trading. That was the last place, last time where it was with that information. So it's you're just gonna go, just one step back, or it's basically there. It's been all the time there. Previous information what we had, when we take those sales, we already know the price want to go above this area. We was trying here 1 time, 2 time, and 3 time before we have this deeper pullback there. But here we did close under, retest our entry, back to the bottom. Impulsive close under, retest, back to the bottom. And here it was first time when we didn't have retest. If you are sharp there, you know the first entry, impulsive, retest, and goes. Those are the sharp entries. This one here is break, retest, and goes. You can see there is probabilities and possibilities there. to the next one, here was the same thing. In the moment we didn't have retest, and then you see the price was doing this thing, and then super beautiful retest and back to the bottom. So we have break, did all this journey to have retest and back to that. Same thing with that trade. So the previous information what I had in my mind was this trades, and what I did was things that's everything what I did. So in here I did exactly the same thing. So there was nothing. There was no thought involved at all. No overthinking, no emotions. Just pure information. It's like a trade, then patient, trade. Oh yeah, and after the TP, so what I was looking for was in that moment here, when the price action was creating this, and this was break above, retest, and then go this back to this place. So we can see the W is failing. We have this wick here, and in the same time the price action is creating a bearish candlestick pattern. But this very interesting behavior after that, you have this input like this one is just box here. No wicks, just box. It's a strong impulsive, and then so for me in the moment, why I have this one here, because when we zoom a bit out here, so the journey starts here when we collect all this energy to, so this is still a great challenge for the price action right now to go back to this place. And you can see here the price action is trying 1, 2, and 3 times. That's a lot of times, trying. Like most likely when you try something 3 times, so meaning is you want to do it because you tried already 3 times. It's just maybe you just, take it, breathing area a little bit. Just, okay, let's do it again. But in this time, maybe this is your breathing area. And then let's do it again. And if you look in the price action here off, when we do this one here, Nice W. Nice W, breaking structure, retest. Breaking structure. This wick is crazy, but it is the weakened one. So I will take this manipulation out and just focus with candlestick body. And then price was breaking structure. So in this moment, the showing a W structure will be very good probability. But you can see we fail it. And it's showing the bearish candlestick pattern straight away. Because in the moment you are patient, and the idea is this one, to go into the trades. We're failing, close under, and then this crazy movement, and then price action is just goes straight to the TP, and the entry, like we have this one here, that's the sharp one, impulsive, and goes, and this happened here today. And when we start failing the W, why I have this one here, when we start failing a W, you know, this is the thing, that's where the pattern ends, you know, that's the completely end. And when we close under, this will be the principle. And this is exactly what was happening right now, but the whole movement was manipulated because the big picture, what we just speak. And now you can see how the price is back, trying in fourth time. So there is something inside here what is really challenging, and looks like we really want to go a bit more higher. And then other thing to look out, oh, this one. Other thing to look is when we don't go above it, when we don't go this far and we get something similar what was happened before, because we have a manipulation in the bottom. Like you can see, we take out this one, we take out this one. So the meaning, what should be the momentum here is it super strong, and it's showing super strong movement too. So in the moment, it looks of it not, you know, it's not problem to go in that, you know, other sides. But the thing is, when we get like something strong here, this can indicate like the whole movement is manipulation, because there is no kind of reason to be weak right now in that position with the price action, because this one here is strong energy. And the lower probabilities is price can do something like here and still go above here, can be possible. If this happening, it's not gonna wave you away of big idea of going that other side. To understand, not understand, to kind of feel the manipulation is all the time like you never know, like you never know what actually is happening. You just understand it, but you never know because it is a manipulation. And whoever is creating that other sides, we have no idea the reasons. But the thing is, overall, it's kind of doesn't matter, because if you catch, for example, that one trade here, and you have good risk management, you might not even trade the whole month. That's the thing. You just close the computer and open February. It's all you, how you gonna build it, how you're gonna engineer it, develop it. And then I was looking a little bit same time when I was taking oil entry. PTC was in a great moment too. So we have nice close above, price action back to the retest, and then goes to the next date. Super nice. Dow Jones. Here is a very good example about the manipulation too. For example, if you look in the trend, you will think, what's going on here? Like the trend should look like that. So you already know all this movement, there is something happening there. And you can do the same thing following the market structure. You have now break. Let's go back here. Break, retest, and then break, retest, break, retest, break, retest, break, and retest. So by logic, the next thing will be break and retest, and then again. But what is happening here? Price action is going under, and then massive impulsive movements, and then price action is doing all his thing, And what was the first behavior when the price action was going back in the trend? We break the structure and retest. Back. Okay, boys, let's continue. Ding, 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 ding. So all this purest form of the manipulation. So if your mind is patient enough to realize it's, like for example here, to realize it was manipulation and price is now going to continue. Today movement was, it was quite a big movement here. We have nice retest and goes to the next state. Oh yeah, same thing again. Price action into the W. Price is closing here above it. We close above it. Price action, retest, and all the way next state. Like super nice scalp here. And this was the scalp of the end movement. The bigger picture here between this zone and this one, or this line and this line. Previously, you can see price is breaking all those highs, and then we have this nice retest with curve, like bearish curve, but a little bit fake out too, you know, like it look like, but you know, those people are smart there. The thing is, they know exactly how you are thinking in that moment where this candlestick is closed. And they know exactly when this candlestick is open and is going up and down. They know it. BTC. And overall, today is a Monday, and you can see all those very impulsive movements in Monday. Monday and Friday, most days when fake outs can happen, like a lot, by just very simple human behavior. And it is a strong pattern in the society. So it's 2026 now. One thing is so sad. Like when I'm thinking like 5 years, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, there is around the world. It almost doesn't matter places where we go, because the human behavior is still the same, and you see it through everything and everywhere. And the thing is, it's very sad to think about those things. Like for example, like when people are not learning by their own mistakes and they just keep continue doing it, or when the people are going to the same mindset but other sides, where addiction is. And through all those years, it's still everywhere. Faces are different, but it's all same. The thing is, there is so much more, and you're already there. That's the most mind-blowing thing. Like all are, we, we all are there. It's closer than you ever imagine. Everything is closer than you ever imagine. And it all starts with saying, I will just start. I will start doing it. What you want to do, start doing it. This is what 2026 is. 2026 is, we're gonna do it. Yep. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will see everyone in the next video. Thank you. Ciao.